When our body feels like it's under threat, it goes into fight, flight, which we hear about all the time, but it also can go into freeze or fawn. And freezing is when we like dissociate and we kind of like play dead. And that's something that we can do because we don't have the opportunity to fight back or run away. So instead we just freeze. In conjunction with those, we can fawn, which is like when we extremely people please in order to hopefully stop someone from abusing us.
So everything in the first 6 years of life is absorbed into your subconscious mind, much like a hypnotic trance. Trauma impairs the brain and nervous system's ability to feel safe. When trauma stresses the nervous system, it disconnects the head from the heart. That's why you can't find safety in your logical mind.
I have failed miserably many times. I don't think the world understands that because of shame. That's what life is about daring greatly, about being in the arena. When you walk up to that arena and you put your hand on the door and you think, I'm going in and I'm going to try this, shame is the gremlin who says, you're not good enough. We look up and the critic that we see pointing and laughing 99% of the time is who? Us. If we're going to find our way back to each other, we have to understand and know empathy, because empathy is the antidote to shame. Because empathy is the antidote to shame.
Worries about the future and regrets about the past take you out of present moment and reactivate trauma. And regrets about the past and reactivate trauma. And reactivate trauma.
Guilt is a recognition that I made a choice or a behavior that didn't work for me. In other words, it's an external evaluation of something that, wow, that wasn't my best. Shame is an internal process. It's not that I just made a mistake, it's also that I personally am bad.
Growing up, we often learn feeling words from adults who simultaneously shame us for them. So we begin to believe that our feelings are bad, so we shut them down. A very significant way to break the spell of shame is by using the magic of imagination.
Someone who isn't struggling with toxic shame has a confidant, whether that's a professional or a friend, but they don't keep their secrets and their shame and their perfect imperfections or the trauma that they've been through a secret any longer. We have to expose the pain from our past. We can't keep secrets. We have to begin asking for our needs and wants. We have to learn how to make the request. And it's not about getting our needs and wants. It's about learning just to express what our needs and wants are. So many people don't even know what they are. Pay attention to your body. Feel the inner workings of the feelings in your body as you do the physical activity. What if I sat up straight, brought my shoulders back, lifted my head up? What's my body feel like now? Completely different. Now go back and just vacillate between the two, because toxic shame, we're stuck in that collapsed position. And this helps us shift out of it. So there are the tips for you to help you turn around your toxic shame and diagnose if you have it, and also tell the difference between guilt and shame. I hope that helped you.
Connection is why we're here. It's what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. Shame. And shame is really easily understood as the fear of disconnection. In order for connection to happen, we have to allow ourselves to be seen, really seen. And divided them into people who really have a sense of worthiness. That's what this comes down to, a sense of worthiness. They have a strong sense of love and belonging. And folks who struggle for it, and folks who are always wondering if they're good enough. There was only one variable that separated the people who have a strong sense of love and belonging and the people who really struggle for it, and that was the people who have a strong sense of love and belonging believe they're worthy of love and belonging. That's it. They believe they're worthy. The one thing that keeps us out of connection is our fear that we're not worthy of connection. What they had in common was a sense of courage. And I want to separate courage and bravery for you for a minute. Courage, the original definition of courage, when it first came into the English language, it's from the Latin word cur, meaning heart. And the original definition was to tell the story of who you are with your whole heart. And so these folks had, very simply, the courage to be imperfect. They had the compassion to be kind to themselves first and then to others, because as it turns out, we can't practice compassion with other people if we can't treat ourselves kindly. And the last was they had connection, and this was the hard part, as a result of authenticity. They were willing to let go of who they thought they should be in order to be who they were, which is, you have to absolutely do that for connection.
Enjoy the journey.